Okay, so we're here with Susan Olsen in her beautiful house in Oyster Bay, and we're going to speak with her about her experience as a resident and a realtor in the area. So, you want to tell us about living in Oyster Bay and what establishments or sites you think are special?
Sure. Well, first of all, I thought I'd give I knew you were coming, so I thought I'd give you a snapshot of what we in the industry think about Oyster Bay.
Perfect. Yeah.
And it begins geographically, of course, with the fact that Oyster Bay is 35 miles from Manhattan. It's a somewhat small coastal town on the north shore of Long Island. Right across from our harbor is Long Island Sound, and Connecticut is directly across there. Our shoreline is not your typical shoreline. It doesn't have co-ops and condos and restaurants and amusement parks. It's very low-key, and it really is a beautiful, quiet little harbor. The village of Oyster Bay is going through a renaissance, in our opinion. The Main Street Association has done great things, and architecturally and visually it is becoming a beautiful little town.
If you had to think of the lifestyle, what would you say the general population is like here?
Okay, well then we'll start off with some demographic statistics. Oyster Bay, the median age is 44, just about equal men to women. It's decidedly white collar, mostly white.
Okay, so the local interests are the water.
Well, I guess reasons why most people would want to move to Oyster Bay is because, I guess in general, if I had to describe a lot of the people here, I'd call them urban sophisticates. They're foodies, they enjoy good travel, they like to jog, do yoga, recycle, be green.
Is that it's what you see as a realtor?
We see a lot of that.
Really?
Yes, a lot of that. And
they have the time to do it.
Yeah, they have the time and the money. You know, it's funny you should say that because I really was thinking about that today. All of those wonderful things that you see really have to do with income. If you've got a healthy enough income, you do all these things and enjoy everything that Oyster Bay has to offer.
Because you have time.
Because you have the time and the resources. And of course we've got our harbor, Oyster Bay Harbor. 2 yacht clubs, a rowing association, a sailing school, a match racing sailing school.
Well, I think the beauty of Oyster Bay is you have the water keeps everybody's feet on the ground.
Yes.
Now you have the oyster boats, and you have the people who are working on the water.
Yeah.
And then you have the extremely affluent, the Murdochs, and that whole span.
Yeah.
And that keeps it feels very healthy.
Yes.
Because you have your feet on the ground, but cerebral or culturally, you have some outreach.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
I think
and people
makes it a
would
great
come
place.
here exactly for that. I mean, if they don't want that, they could live right off the highway, or in closer to Manhattan.
Right.
I mean, it's not so easy to travel an extra 10, 20 minutes from the major roads to here. It's a choice.
Right.
For you to come to the destination, to live in a more relaxed, zen-like way, and to just kind of chill instead of be caught up with everything.
Big question.
Yeah.
As you know about the Pearls of the Community and the bench projects, if you had to select a spot that is kind of captures the spirit of the place or leaves a special memory for you in the community, can you think of where that would be?
As far as Pearls of Oyster Bay, what you said really touches and comes close to the bone, and it makes me think of Knobman's. I actually wanted to grow up and work in a hardware store. I'd go there with my father. There was sawdust on the floor, and I loved the smell of it, and he had a charge account there, and I actually used to go after school and charge, and finally I got in trouble for just charging.
Right,
I'm not allowed to do that, but I did. But I love Knobman's, and to this day they can still put wheelbarrows, sleds, porch furniture. They can still put all of that out on the sidewalk and not have it be ripped off or anything. It really feels like a nice, quaint, safe And that reminds me of Oyster Bay. And yet it's updated, it's
Mhm.
contemporized with the
Mhm.
apartments above, and I like the architecture. I like
Right.
what they did there.
Right.
Another building I like is the Vladicus and Panetta Architects, or
Mhm.
architectural blueprint firm.
Mhm.
They've done a really beautiful job restoring that building. But if I had to choose one, I guess just for sentimental reasons, Nobbins.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the question is, if you moved away and you thought of one place that went, Oyster Bay.
Yeah, the Nobbins.
And Nobbins makes sense. It's a
Yeah.
center. It's
Yeah.
been there forever.
When you first showed me the concept of the necklace and the fact that it was in fact a usable bench,
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was brilliant, and I can't wait to see it when it's constructed.